As someone who has talked a lot of trash about Lena, I gotta give her credit where it's due. Instead of just being someone who was talking about lofty ideals and the way things should be, she is now actively trying to affect change by rebelling against a corrupt system. What's up, y'all? It's your man, Dad Dude, bringing you guys another video. I am giving out subscriptions down below, so if you like 86, I review every episode, and I talk about other anime too. You don't want to miss a thing, so go hit that button, and also if you would, smash that thumbs up while you're down there. We got to see Shin take on and defeat his brother in this episode, but even with that major development, the real star of episode 9 of 86 is without a doubt Lena. I had written Lena off as someone who may indeed have a good heart, but isn't really doing anything of substance. But that all changes in this episode. She played a huge role in saving Shin's life and helping the 86, and by doing so, she put her comfortable existence within Magnolia at risk. Up until now, she's had a comfortable existence and safety, while the 86 have been the ones really risking their lives on the battlefield. But she put that comfortable existence at risk. Now, I'm pretty sure the higher ups are going to notice the fact that someone overrode the system and used the artillery to help the 86, and there are going to be consequences for her actions. But even with those consequences, she looked at them and she thought this is worth it. This is worth it to do the right thing, and she's going to face those consequences. And that is the mark of someone who isn't just expounding lofty ideals about how the world should be. That is someone who is actively trying to affect change and is rebelling against a corrupt system, and you gotta give Lena credit for that. And I wouldn't say now she's like my favorite character in the show, but I gotta say all the best scenes so far in this show have really involved Lena to an extent. There are some that have revolved just trying to 86, but she is a character in this show who is kind of central to all of the really cool moments or really great moments that have happened in the show. And you got to give her character credit for the strides that she has made to being someone who actually lives up to her own ideals, instead of being someone who maybe talks about those ideals but doesn't really do anything to actually affect change. For as much as I was shitting on Annette in my last video, I actually felt kind of bad for the girl while watching this episode. The way Lena just showed up and just pushed a huge guilt trip on her to get her to help her override the system to use the artillery to help the 86. That was a little tough to watch, because I am by no means a fan of Annette. She is kind of garbage. But man, the way Lena was just beating her over the head with guilt, the way she, I thought that Lena would probably try to avoid Annette after their confrontation in the last episode. But I gotta respect her even more for the fact that she didn't avoid Annette at all. She showed up on her doorstep in the rain and was just like, hey, you're a piece of shit, I'm a piece of shit, and you're going to help me do something good because we're both pieces of shit. We have to redeem ourselves, and then proceeded to just beat Annette over the head with just guilt. All the guilt. The way she just threw the fact that Annette and Shin were friends when they were children, she just threw that in her face and was, are you going to let Shin die? Or are you going to help us help the 86 out? Shin is an 86. You were friends with him. Do you not care about Shin? Just all the guilt, and she just used that and pretty much made Annette help her out. It was hands down the best scene of the episode. And also, I really like the fact that we got confirmation on Shin and Annette being childhood friends so soon after having that kind of hinted in the last episode. I like the fact that the show didn't wait till maybe the last episode or something like that to give us confirmation on that, and we got it so soon. Shin versus his brother really wasn't the climactic battle I was hoping it would be. I've come to accept that the action in 86 is just okay, but nothing special. But I still kind of held out hope that maybe in this episode it would go above and beyond and give us a really great action scene. And that's just not what we got in this episode. The action, just like with the rest of the show, was just okay. Nothing special, but serviceable for what it was, or what it is, I guess. It was okay to watch. It wasn't fun to watch because it wasn't anything like impressive or spectacular. It was just kind of, like I said, okay. You know, if you come into the show expecting great action, you're going to be disappointed. But if you come into the show expecting a great story, you're going to be like impressed. You're going to be fine because the story is great. The action is not. It is just good enough to get you through it where you're not bored, and that's pretty much it. I was hoping for more with the showdown between Shin and his brother. We didn't get it. It didn't ruin the episode for me at all because the scenes with Lena were just so great. So overall, the episode was still really good. But I would have liked more from this episode, because the way the showdown between Shin and his brother was hyped up, I just would have thought it would have been something a little more impressive This episode ended on a very interesting note. Where is the Spearhead Squadron going, and what are they going to do? Like, I'm assuming they're pushing further into Legion territory, because they mentioned how they wish they hadn't used so much ammo in the battle against Shin, and they said to Lena that maybe they can use her services or her help again in the future. So they're going to be future battles, but what do they hope to achieve in these future battles? It can't be that just I think there's 5 of them left, something like that, 5 or 4 of them. It can't be that they think they're going to take down the Legion by themselves. Can they? Like that would seem highly unlikely, given that there's like a whole war going on, and I'm assuming there's like thousands upon thousands of Legion out there. They can't possibly hope to take the Legion down by themselves. But I mean, we've seen crazier things in anime, so I guess I wouldn't be too shocked if that happened. But I'm just wondering what their ultimate goal is when they go out on this journey they're going on, or what they're going to do. Like, just what the plan is. I'm looking forward to seeing what it is they hope to accomplish by setting out on their own. But with that, guys, that's all I have for you on this one. If you enjoyed this video, go hit that thumbs up. And if you are so inclined, subscribe and share. It will help me out a lot. If you didn't like the video, or if you disagree with anything I said, let me know why down in the comments, and we can talk about it. I respond to almost everything. Also, feel free to follow and hit up my Twitter @DadDudeAnime. And I'll see you guys in the next one.